Moinsen Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge Dragon Age Inquisition. Ja, ich habe endlich mal meinen neuen Drucker angeschlossen und installiert. Wunderbar. Herrlich. So, es ist vorbei, die Sache ist erledigt und wir wollten mit dem Bullen quatschen. Und das tun wir auch sofort. Also hier ohne Wenn und Aber direkt ran an den knackigen Typen.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Gunoi training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was... big.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
Bull, if you're scared of demons...
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Anytime.
Ja, da habe ich zwischendurch mal ein bisschen was Falsches ausgewählt, aber es hat ihn scheinbar ordentlich gut getan. Da ist ein Ausrufezeichen.
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs.
Aha.
Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Wiedersehen.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Bin der Inquisitor, ich gebe mich nicht mit solchen Gesindel wieder ab. Ich gebe mich eher mit meinen Freunden, wie zum Beispiel dem Bullen ab. Nicht mit dir, Quartier... Schatzmeister.
And how much did you need?
Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
Tudum. Ja,
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
momentan hat der Bulle nichts anderes zu reden. Das ist aber auch nicht schlimm. Warum singst du, wenn du keine Laute hast? So ist das Leben. Wenn man nichts hat, dann singt man einfach. Sehr gut. Ja, wir sind jetzt eigentlich draußen. Sind wir draußen mit einem fertig? Ach, Cassi. Die haben wir mal voll vergessen. Und wir standen gerade neben ihr. Schande über mich. Schande über mich, Leute. Dass ich Cassi, den wichtigsten Tank in diesem Spiel, vergessen habe. Was hast du zu sagen, after unserer Arbeit?
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra?
Nein!
Clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
Nein!
And you think I could make them agree?
Nein!
I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Ja, aber nicht in deinem Sinne.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next divine.
Ja, du kannst
Because
Liliana
of
drin
what
gehen lassen.
happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Nein, nicht ihr wärt perfekt. Nein, dann lehnt ab.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Ja,
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Ja, das ist okay, aber du hast die Sucher wieder aufzubauen und nicht hier Göttliche zu werden. Sie wird mich hassen.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
It is disheartening that a believer would say that. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Ja, also ihr merkt schon, ich versuche sie davon abzuwenden. Ich möchte das einfach nicht. Das wäre nicht gut in angesichts dessen nach der Story. Da habe ich keinen Bock drauf.
We have more important things to worry about right now.
One day we must turn our thoughts to what comes after.
But that's not today.
I suppose that is true. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Ich habe das Gefühl, dass sie es trotzdem tun wird. Blöde Cassandra. Ich hätte sie nicht ansprechen sollen. Ach, Kacke, egal. Dann wird's halt so kommen. Gut, ah ja, Varric. Wenn wir schon von ihm gerade geredet haben. Du hast einen mächtigen Stuhl hier stehen. Ich rede nicht mit dir. Heftig, läuft bei dir.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
Ja, immerhin hat Hawk überlebt, ne?
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Kein Problem, das ist wichtig, Mann. Ich kann dich verstehen. Bro. Tu es. Aber bitte schreib keinen Brief an Anders. Bitte. Tu es nicht. Aber Carver, sein Bruder, muss es wissen.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, alright?
Ja, okay. Okay. Dann lasse ich dich in Ruhe, Bruder. Aber, wir haben noch Solas. Da ist er. Vielleicht hat er ja... Oh, guckt euch die Wände an. Der hat echt keine Hobbys, außer zu malen. Gut, Solas. Ach so, ja, genau. Wir hatten ja einen epischen, romantischen Traum mit dir.
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Oh ja, erzählt mir mal von den Elfen.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
Ich frage dich
If I
mal.
wanted Sarah's opinions, I'll be talking to her.
And learning some colorful new idioms, no doubt. What do you wish to know?
Du bist ein Arsch. Naja, erzählt mir mal von der Elfenmagie.
I've heard tales that Dalish magic is different from the magic I learned in the Circle.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Oh, Besonderes. Mhm.
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Damit hast du auch irgendwie recht, weil Blutmagie ist eigentlich ja an sich nicht böse, sondern der Verwender ist ja der Böse, wenn er es böse verwendet. Da müssen eigentlich die Anwender halt vernichtet werden, im Extremfall. Und nicht die Magie. Also ich finde Blutmagie klingt interessant.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful. Provided it remains a tool, not a crutch, nor a passion.
Erzähl mal was von den Altelfen.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
Gibt es sonst noch etwas? Ja, Besonderheiten, hau mal raus.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who
Geil.
lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Das ist echt traurig, Mann. Das ist hart traurig. Aber ja. So ist das mit der Zeit eigentlich. Es geht auch mal was verloren, was schön war. Okay, die ganze
I'd like to
Kultur ist
know
natürlich
more
ein
about the
bisschen
Dalish
evil.
elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
Was hast du zu den
Can you
Stadtelfen?
tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, wir haben einiges über Elfen jetzt gehört, in jeglicher Variante. Ja, jetzt wissen wir alles über Elfen. Was so Solas uns zumindest erzählt und holla, wow. Da war schon einiges. Dorian, Schnucki, Schatzi, hast du was?
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Ah,
That's the Dorian I know. Critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the abyssal rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
ja, wir haben Stroud verloren. Er hat zwar nur die ganze Zeit rumgewackelt im Endkampf, aber es ist schon traurig.
Stroud is gone.
It's as I thought. The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle for which I'm profoundly grateful. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Griffiths and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Ja, es wäre schon schön, ihn dabei gehabt zu haben, aber jetzt muss ich sogar selber sagen, es wäre nicht so nutzvoll gewesen wie uns als Magier. Er wäre so ein bisschen lauchig gewesen im Nichts, aber okay.
It would have been easier if you'd been with me.
Without question. But I'm rather glad I wasn't.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
Da hast du recht. Ihr nicht. Ich stimme ihm mal
It's a
zu.
good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Klar. Der Name unseres Feindes einsatzverfügbar. Genau deswegen. Wir können jetzt nämlich mal den Namen von Corypheus rausfinden. Hast du noch was, Schnucki?
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Ja, okay, nein.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Ja, leider schon. Oh, hier ist ja noch ein Buch. Oh, ein bisschen Erfahrung. Oh, fast Stufe 24, Leute. Ey, das ist schon ein bisschen brutal, was bei uns abgeht. Oh, da ist ja noch ein Buch. Nee. Ah ja, unser Forschungstable. Okay, den haben wir aber schon angefingert. Das hatte ich jetzt nicht mehr im Kopf. Ja, und liebe Liana. Oh ja, das war der Brief. Ich möchte aber mit ihr eine Sequenz triggern.
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach.
Ja.
In your report, you said Justinia was with you, but only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
Sie hat uns gerettet. Das ist die Wahrheit.
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Sorry, Liana. Also sie leidet schon hart drunter.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fade. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Das ist jetzt ein bisschen hart, Liana. Du bist nicht unbedingt direkt dran schuld, dass sie verreckt ist. Corypheus ist daran schuld.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Auf jeden Fall, ihr seid ihre letzte Option.
They must be desperate.
It's much less flattering when you put it that way. If only being divine were as simple as looking good in a large hat. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Damit hast du nun mal recht. Das ist schon ein cooler Vorgedanke, aber wir müssen erstmal Corypheus komplett die Poperze aufreißen oder ein drittes Arschloch sprengen. Okay, ich muss zugeben, den Spruch habe ich geklaut, aber damit wir überhaupt erstmal göttliche denken können oder Nachfolger.
A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. Are you all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Alles gut, die junge Dame. Und warum
I didn't
sitzt...
get the chance to say so earlier.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Das wär's
I'll
erstmal.
leave you to your work.
Habt ihr das gesehen? Wie sie in der Luft saß und stilvoll aufgestanden ist? Das kann nur Liliana. Das kann nur Liliana. Das ist schon wieder ein bisschen schade. Dass wir das nicht können. Aber wir können immerhin in unserer Himmelsfeste von überall runterspringen und es kann uns einfach mal ein Scheißdreck interessieren. Oh, verdammt, falsche Tür. Orientierungssinn ist zwar nicht gegeben aufgrund dessen, aber wir können überall runterspringen. Das ist schon geil. Jo, wir haben noch Josephine, mit der wir eigentlich ein bisschen talken müssten. Also sollten vielleicht auch. Also quatschen wir sie mal noch einmal an.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Tja. Selene wusste es halt, ne?
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Es war eine Schlangengrube. Ich fühlte mich fehl am Platz. Das war äußerst aufregend. Wir nehmen die Schlangengrube.
Insular cliques, snide half-truths, everyone sizing up everyone else. It reminded me of home.
Completely understand the
Dein
feeling.
Zuhause ist nicht schön, Digga.
Let's hope the next ball either of our families holds is quieter than this one. Shall we?
Alter, dein Zuhause ist überhaupt nicht cool. Du tust mir leid. Du hattest ein trauriges Leben. Ja, liebe Leute, wir haben hier noch Hinrichtungen zu gestalten. Ja, nicht nur das, neben Hinrichtungen haben wir jetzt ein Hintern-Voll-Quest bekommen. Enthüllung, ja, das müssen wir immer noch ihm abgeben. Aber er muss ja jetzt rumweinen. Das ist eine Tischquest, die können wir einfach dann das nächste Mal so losschicken. Da müssen wir auch los. Da müssen wir los. Und vor allem, da reden wir in der nächsten Folge mit Dagner. Und dann haben wir noch die Hinrichtungen. Wie viel haben wir davon eigentlich? Himmelsfeste? Bestimmt ein paar mehr, nicht nur eins. Nicht nur eine, nicht eins. Und dann sollten wir vielleicht erstmal mit Dagmar reden. Dagmar, was zur Hölle? Ehe wir irgendwie auf irgendeine Weise weiter hinrichten und das ein bisschen verfolgen. Ich würde sagen, wir machen jetzt einen Cut rein. In der nächsten Folge geht es dann weiter mit dem, was ich jetzt so schon aufgezählt habe und euch wunderschön vermittelt habe. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen, wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag und bis dahin, haut ihr rein.